A shocking discovery has been made in Egypt's Sinai Peninsula. Human rights campaigners have uncovered what they believe to be a mass grave containing hundreds of bodies, buried close to a military outpost. The site was identified by the Sinai Foundation for Human Rights, a group that has been documenting enforced disappearances and extrajudicial killings during a decade-long conflict between Egyptian security forces and militants affiliated with the so-called Islamic State. At the site, located south of al-Arish city, SFHR researchers found bodies lying on the surface and others buried in shallow pits, only 30 centimeters deep. Some skeletons appeared to have been exposed after flooding dislodged their graves. Videos taken at the site show bones and skulls scattered, with many bodies buried without dignity, still wearing their everyday clothes and, in some cases, blindfolded. The organization reported visiting the area twice, in December 2023 and January 2024, despite the heavy military presence. One pit could not be accessed due to nearby troops, but bones were visible from the surface. University of London's forensic architecture study identified at least 36 skulls and found track marks and land clearances consistent with mass burials. SFHR estimates that the site contains over 300 bodies, though they could not document them all due to security risks and time constraints. For more than a decade, Egypt's Sinai region has been engulfed in conflict. Since 2013, security forces have waged a brutal war against IS-linked militants. The Egyptian state denies accusations of targeting civilians, yet rights groups say more than 150,000 indigenous residents have been forcibly displaced. Despite years of fighting, Cairo has never publicly acknowledged civilian deaths in the conflict. According to SFHR, local informants, including members of pro-military militias, revealed that the graves contained both recently executed detainees and people who had been held for years before being killed. One informant said he witnessed the execution of 15 people at the site. Afterwards, soldiers placed weapons beside the bodies and later issued a statement claiming that 15 terrorists had been killed in a clash. Families of the disappeared describe years of anguish. The wife of one man, arrested in a 2016 mass raid alongside his father and brothers, said her family has spent 9 years with no information about their loved ones. Her family, once supported by its male members, has since struggled to survive. Women now sell bread locally while children grow up without their fathers. The graves, located just 350 meters from a road and in the shadow of heavy military infrastructure, highlight the scale of abuses in Sinai. Many of the dead were civilians accused of collaborating with militants but executed without evidence or trial. The findings suggest a systematic campaign of extrajudicial killings and cover-ups, contradicting Egypt's official narrative that only armed terrorists were targeted. Forensic architecture's confirmation and SFHR's on-the-ground research have given international visibility to what had long been hidden. The discovery adds pressure on the Egyptian government, already facing accusations of widespread rights violations during its counterinsurgency. The Sinai graves may hold hundreds of victims, offering chilling evidence of abuses committed during Egypt's long war against militants. For the families of the disappeared, the discovery provides long-sought confirmation of their fears, but little closure. As one SFHR researcher said, "The scene was horrific. These were people who might have once walked beside me on the streets, and now here were their skeletons." The evidence is clear. Egypt's war in Sinai has left behind not just a humanitarian crisis of displacement, but also a legacy of mass graves and unanswered questions about the true human cost.